He brings the heat in the alley and in the director's chair. On this episode of the Treehouse, we'll see if Dylan Herring can keep it rolling in the virtual bowling world. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome to the next episode of the Treehouse. It's a show with fun games, fun guests, and fun consequences. Today, we've got in the studio senior Dylan Herring. He's the producer of FDN Sports and a member of the bowling team. Dylan, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks. I'm a huge fan of the show. Love watching it. So.
We appreciate it. We appreciate it. So I don't know, you say you've watched it, so I'm sure you know how it goes. So we're gonna play a game of Wii Bowling.
Yeah.
And then by the end of the show, whoever loses has to perform some kind of punishment.
Okay.
And today the punishment is getting your nails painted some sort of like bright, ugly color.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get going
Okay.
here.
Wow.
Let's see what I can do here.
Never had a manicure before.
No?
Ooh,
Oh
Matt.
no. Oh no.
Matt, I believe you're on the bowling team as well, right?
I am on the bowling. I don't look like it right now, but I am.
Do you mind if I ask you, how do you feel like it's helped you get prepared for this moment?
You know, I think mentally.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, to me, it just, honestly, it kind of looks like my dad, which is kind of scary. Anyway, you were saying.
So yeah, I think I'm ready mentally. You know, this is a decent amount of pressure here.
Yeah.
And I think I'm ready for it. I think I'm ready to tackle it.
I just shredded the rack on the first shot.
You did. You did.
That's a term we use in bowling.
Yeah, for those non-bowlers out there.
Ooh. Flush 8-pin. We'll stop using bowling terminology.
Yeah. So something I want to ask you about.
Yeah.
So while we're on the topic of bowling, bowling is one of those sports where people don't really know if it's a sport or not. So I want to ask you, what is your opinion on that and that argument?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, a lot of people have different schools of thought, if you will.
Yeah.
But me personally,
Right.
I don't really consider it to be much of a sport. I had a teacher once tell me that a sport has a defensive, like someone plays defense. You could kind of argue that technically other teams play defense with the way that they try to play the oil pattern, but no one really specifically tries to do that.
yeah,
You know how it is,
yeah,
Matt.
yeah,
But I don't know. I genuinely don't actually think it's really much of a sport. But
What is
I don't
going
think that.
on? What is this?
I don't think that discredits the fact that we do it collegiately. I think that's still pretty cool. So.
I agree. I think it's very cool.
Yeah.
I
think it's very cool.
Sorry, I'm really flustered right now.
Matt, you ready to have your nails painted for the weekend? That was a good spare. That was a nice split. Matt actually does that in real life frequently. I'm not even gonna lie.
I do my best. I do my best.
That was well done. I still can't get past this me.
I'm losing pretty badly right now, which is really bad
because push.
When I tell you I was shooting 250s before you got here, I mean it.
Does anyone have any recordings of that? I need to see it to believe it.
Okay, we do have a picture actually. So another thing I want to ask you about that you're decently well known.
The Split King, Matt
Literally,
Foutz,
what
everybody.
is this? Okay, so I want to ask you, you're moderately well known for having a really nice beard. It's looking great today, by the way.
Thank you.
And I just want to know, what are some tips that you have for some of us, like, not me, but like if I was asking for a friend that wanted to grow a beard, what tips would you give?
Well, the thing is, you kind of gotta like let it grow a bit. Some people that are kind of patchy, they don't give it time to grow. That's something I encourage.
Okay.
There's this beard shampoo kind of stuff that I get. It's supposed to be a face wash and a shampoo. I use that. I don't do it too much because nice strike by the way.
Thank you.
If you, I think bats are
the bats are flying.
I think if you wash your face well, like wash the beard, just don't do it too much. It'll dry out your face.
Oh.
Other than that, I mean, every once I try to comb it in the morning because my hair is really thick and curly, and you know how that goes.
Yep.
And yeah, first time I didn't strike.
Wow.
10
I'm really not feeling good about this whatsoever.
You ready for this wedding? Look at that. See me take the hand out of it? Anyway, so yeah, beard.
Yeah.
I do enjoy the beard. I look like a baby without it, so.
I'm not ready for the wedding. No, I'm not excited for that.
Cool.
Okay, but the comeback is going to start now. I'm just kidding. It's not going to start now. It's not going to matter.
I don't know, Matt.
Okay.
I could choke.
So back on the topic of bowling here. You've been on the bowling team for 4 years now. This is your 4th year.
Yeah.
So I just want to know if there are any specific moments that stick out to you as like embarrassing or just overall like memorable.
Oh yeah. Does it have to be college? Like, does it have to be a college memory?
I mean, if you have one, sure, but if not, I mean, no, not really.
Well, maybe I'll give you a few quick ones. I'll never
that's
forget
fine.
my freshman year when I threw a fill ball. And a fill ball is when, in the 10th frame, you can throw 3 shots. And if the guy hits the first 2, normally they'll get a fill ball so you can like get loose and get ready to come in eventually for Baker games.
Yeah.
And my coach looked at me as the last Baker game of the day, and he said, "Yeah, if you don't strike, I'm going to take your scholarship money." You know.
Oh,
Needless to say, I threw a 7 count. So
you got 7?
now I can't pay for school. I'm just
Oh.
kidding. He didn't actually do it. That would not be right whatsoever.
Wow,
I'm getting some good breaks here.
our roles have reversed. The tables have turned here, but it's not
Yeah.
going to matter.
Oh, anyway, another good memory I have in high school at the state tournament, me and my buddies did this really stupid thing where we acted like we were swimming on the approach. So we would get on the ground and like scoot ourselves, and we would race before every game. I guess race before the tournament. So
Yeah.
bad break there. Matt's really into it right now.
I really didn't want to get my nails painted before this.
It's gonna be close.
Okay, so one more question I have for you. So on the topic of FDN, you're the producer this year.
Yeah.
FDN Sports. So with that comes some danger, of course. Sporting events, things flying around.
Right. Flying literally. Yeah.
Yeah. So something I wanted to ask you was with the equipment and stuff. Like, have you ever had any close calls?
All the time, literally all the time, yeah. Actually, you were there yesterday. We were struggling to get audio figured out. There's just always a lot of moving parts with broadcast equipment, and you never know what's going to work and what isn't. So that's
Right.
kind of the name of the game, if you will.
You're right.
Hoping I strike on this. Ooh, Matt, I think you came back.
This is really close now.
I'm going to go nuts. Oh! But yeah, that honestly is a pretty frequent thing that happens is
Yeah.
something that's working. You kind of see me running around the gym and trying to troubleshoot. So,
Okay. So here's the last shot here.
split.
Okay, so unfortunately, that is all the time we have for the game. So coming up after the break, I'm not sure who won, but
I think you might have, but you also got an extra frame.
I got an
so-
extra frame.
mind
No,
if I-
you did win. You did
Oh,
win.
did I?
Okay, so coming up after the break, you get to paint my nails.
Cool.
Stay tuned for that.
I'm excited.
Hi, my name is Dylan Herring, and this is FDN Sports. Are you interested in sports broadcasting? Well, then you need to get connected. As a producer of FDN Sports, I have many opportunities just for you. Run a camera, direct, do replay, run graphics, or be a play-by-play or color commentator. Are you looking for an on-campus job? Do you need money? Email me at fdnsports@huntington.edu.
All right, welcome back to the Treehouse. It's time to get to the colorful part of the episode. Dylan is now going to get to paint my nails. I'm really not happy about this because I am, as I said earlier, I'm in a wedding. I'm an usher for my sister's wedding on Saturday.
Mind if I get started?
Yeah,
As you keep
please
talking?
do.
So tell me about the wedding, Matt. Do you have any specific role?
Yeah, I mean, I'm the usher, so...
These are going to look really pretty.
Yeah, they are. So I'm basically just going to be helping people like to their seats and kind of like keeping things organized before the actual ceremony starts.
Okay, so like your grandma's going to see you with pink nails.
Yep,
Potentially,
she'll be
yeah.
very proud of me.
And so your sister and your parents.
Yeah,
Which are very wonderful people, by the way. I've had the honor of meeting them a few times.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really not excited about it.
I could do them in a really funny way, too. I could just like,
What?
I'm kind of just painting your finger, really, at this
Yeah,
point.
you're getting more finger than
Yeah.
nail almost.
Just trying to make sure we can get them all done in time. You mind give me a little more emphasis on that thumb? Yeah, in the air. We're getting some air action here on the show.
Yeah.
Matt's nails are gonna look really good. If I was a professional nail tech, I'd probably add a few coats just to make sure they're really prominent.
You look like you are.
We're gonna put some
Show-
blue on
show
the next
these,
hand.
Anybody?
Why don't you give me that other
These
hand?
nails here.
Wow.
As we're
All right.
going in with the blue, we're going cotton candy theme.
Yeah,
it
I think
seems.
cotton candy looks really good. This is a deep blue.
All right, well, as you're finishing that up, that is unfortunately all the time we have here. So
Okay.
thank you so much for watching this episode of the Treehouse. Thank you, Dylan, for coming on the show.
Yeah.
We really appreciate having you here.
So since I'm an art major, this counts, right? This is part of my art degree.
This is credit?
I don't know.
You get a credit for this?
But I think
There
you
go.
look beautiful.
All right, here are the nails. Thank you, everyone, so much for watching this Treehouse. Make sure you tune in back in next week. Thank you.